Good afternoon, Master Tanaka. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, friend Helena. I am Master Kwan Yin, and as always, I am full of joy. The energy present in this message is always within you. Joy is not a form of interpretation, but is simply an acceptance that you generate within yourself and allow yourself to experience. Always allow yourself to be within this form of joy so that through it you can guide your entire process of experiences, so that through joy you can also guide your entire thought process. That is why it is said that thought always generates a new form of orientation within you. Thought, when oriented, always leads you to an experience where you generate an acceptance of the truth of your being. So, what is always stated? The earthly plane is a plane of experiences. The earthly plane is where you always generate an orientation for yourself to experience. So, what you often say, Master Kwan Yin, I generated within my thought form an idea. But this idea seems not to be part of an earthly plan. This idea seems only a form of illusion, seems only a dream. So, here I observe, from the moment an idea blossoms in your mind, what will you do? You will only remain with this idea, let's put it this way, and through joy, you will allow this idea to generate within you an entire form. You generate the permission for it to grow, through this joy, as if this idea were a seed that you are planting in a soil called joy, and from that joy, you allow this seed to germinate. So, what does this mean? That within you, as you are connected to a time, you will give this time for this idea to germinate. So, it does not mean that you will abandon this idea. It does not mean that you will forget it. You will keep it within you, always in a conscious form, but without generating any expectation regarding that idea, without generating any process, as you say, of anxiety. Simply keep this idea in your conscious form, because this idea is being, let's say, processed. It is within a germination process. So, naturally, when you keep yourself within this joy, performing all your oriented activities, always placing this feeling as your choice, what will you notice? That within a form that you call a process, naturally this idea will generate a new idea. So, this means that it started the germination process. This idea generated a new idea, and this new idea is now present within you. So, everything you are doing in your inner world is a form of experience. It is even a form where you are orienting a process, a form where you are allowing yourself to live a process. So, what is always stated? That the idea you had many times, which you say is only a dream, and many beings generated through an interpretative process and abandonment, then many start to question, Master Kwan Yin, is it necessary for me to go again and generate a process of rescuing this idea? From the moment you open yourself to generate new ideas, from the moment you are simply in a state of permission, where you are generating for yourself this acceptance form, you don't need to seek what you say. That at a moment now you may be interpreting that you lost. But always remember, in God's world, nothing is lost. Everything here transforms. Isn't this the form you always place? So, what should you understand? From the moment you define for yourself that you are open to your ideas, that you are always in recognition that every form has value, and that you remain within a state of joy, you will notice that, again, your ideas start to emerge. That is why you don't need to stay within an interpretation that there was a loss, but simply generate permission for what was transformed within you to awaken, for what was transformed within you to come in the form of an idea. So, from this point, naturally, I place, stay focused on your being and always establish the choice of joy, because joy always keeps you in an open state for yourselves, and through this choice, generates your experiences in your day-to-day. Always orient them so that in each experience you recognize that you are acting, that you are always generating within yourself a new orientation. So, the permission you give for each experience, naturally, is recognized by you. And little by little, the state of permission can also become a habitual process. So, when this is already a habit, naturally, what you will recognize in yourself is always this permission. With these words, I say goodbye. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.